So yeah, really, really good, and all digital. So it's all compatible with your modern radios. So this week as well, we received another shipment of Highest servos. And Highest is a brand of servo that we bring into Australia. They are really, really good quality, and they do a really, really large range. So if you've got a Tamiya re-release from us, and you've included a Tamiya pack with that to get your car going, there's a very good chance that it would have had a Highest D300 servo in it. And that's because we include that in the kits. They're only like a $30 odd, $40 servo, but they perform really well, and they are super reliable.
I've never had one come back to my store.
No.
So when you consider a retro car in its day in the 80s would have had something like a Sanwa or Futaba S148 in it,
Tronics or something,
right? And they would have been pumping 2.5, 3 kilos.
And
how many kilos of torque do they have now?
They were just crap.
They were, because the steering used to get stuck.
So even if you've got like a simple speed controller with a 6-volt BEC, which is what most of the Tamiya and the NSR 001 is, you're looking at 6.8 kilos of torque. That is plenty.
Especially with those cars, like the tires aren't like
massive.
They're not massive or anything.
The car is obviously like a couple of kilos, right?
Yeah, 6.8 kilos. So that is like phenomenal. That is like probably more than the 1001 or something that we used to race back in the day, $180, $200 servo back, 25 years ago. So these are really good, and the quality is good. This is the plastic gear model. And if you come up, but it's fully ball raced. Remember when they used to be bushed, and there was ball raced, and there was metal gears?
And then there were the ones that weren't bushed.
That's right.
The 148 would have been bushed. It would have been just a plastic casing.
Just plastic casing. That's right. So yeah, really, really good, and all digital. So it's all compatible with your modern radios, which is good. The next step up from that is the 550T, which we've got here. Very similar torque rating. So it's actually got a higher power motor. So I think this is the watts of the motor. So they get there. So this is a D300, 300 watt. This is a 550.
Right.
So this one you're looking at 9.3 kilos.
Okay.
And a transit time of 0.17. So that's really respectable.
It is.
Really, really.
Like, any 10 scale, like basher car, slashes, octanes, it goes straight in.
Anything that you want to put, like I'll just use like a Traxxas. You know what I mean? I'm just going to use a Traxxas 10 scale, like you said, because they come with absolute crap servos. Let's be honest. If anything's going to fail on your Traxxas, probably going to be your servo. And that's probably just a price point thing when they make the kit. But you go and put a $60 servo in it, and you've increased the quality of the servo tenfold.
You can see the metal in there.
So it's got metal spline, metal gears, ball raced. And good, plenty of torque. I'd go as far as to put this in a Hoss.
That'll work.
And the next one up from this is the 550W. Mechanically the same. It's waterproof version. So if you're somebody who likes to get your stuff all wet and gooey.
If you want to drown it.
If you want to drown it.
So when you say waterproof, well, actually, you can submerge it.
I don't like to say that to anybody who says, submerging, I don't know. Well, I'm saying no.
Even your standard servo is going to be splash proof, right?
Splash proof.
So when they go waterproof, I'm assuming that it'll take more water.
Definitely. They're definitely waterproof. I don't know, like if I had it in a TRX4 and was driving along the base of a swimming pool, and then out the other side, I don't know that it would survive that.
That's a bit extreme, isn't it? We're talking about like big puddles and things.
Well,
you actually would do it where it just covers just the top up to the servo. It'll be fine. But if you start putting heaps of pressure on it.
And then you go up to the DLP 700, which is really cool. So this is a low profile servo. And this is really good for people who are just getting into racing. They're getting into either 10 scale off-road or 10 scale on-road. And they're looking for a really good, reliable little servo. And it's got the metal heat sink. Again, full metal gears, ball raced, and really good performance. You've got a transit time of 0.1 of a second, so 0.10, and you've got torque up at 14 kilos.
0.1's enough for most people.
Plenty.
Drift cars as well, that'd be perfect.
Drift cars as well, super small.
The YD2s.
Really neat looking. Even your F1, anything. I'd put this in anything. I really would. Really good, and it doesn't cost you, $180.
Like
That-
the top end stuff does.
because
Yeah.
that is the next step up.
Yeah.
So the next low profile one is the DLP 750. If we can come, and you can see here it's got the beautifully full machined and anodized case,
Yeah. Full metal case.
full metal case. Yeah. So this is a high spec servo, and again we're looking at figures of 0.10 at 6 volts and 11 kilos of torque at 6 volts.
Yep.
That drops down to 0.08 and 14 kilos. So it has the same specs as the cheaper DLP, but it has all the bling of the precision machined alloy case, you know. So that looks fit in any race car or situation.
Yeah.
And again, to go up from the B550W,
Yep.
then we have the 900W.
Yep.
So that's if you're serious about your crawling, or your bashing, you're really looking for something seriously
Well, it has some
waterproof.
pretty extreme torque in that, wouldn't it?
It does. It doesn't actually have them written on the case, but I want to say it's up towards 20 kilos, 25 kilos.
It's more than that. If
Really?
memory serves, at 7.4 volts, running close to above 30, I'm sure.
Mm.
It's pretty intense. Like on a major crawling stuff, that's perfect. That's what we generally sell at Hobby Land for. Crawler guys, they love it.
Yeah, so
They never come back.
that's a premium waterproof servo.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So like you said, in any premium or anybody serious about their crawlers.
Yep.
And these last two here are their full size servos, and these go into predominantly into 8-scale buggies and truggies.
Oh, okay.
So you've got a high torque and a high speed version.
Yes.
You know, precision machine case, full length case, and you're looking of, you know, torque to upper over 30 kilos and transit times down at 009. You know, that is the high torque one, and the high speed one's like 008 at 26 kilos.
Yeah,
so
008, 007, that's pretty extreme.
that is extreme.
0.08. But what, throttle?
Throttle, potentially, yeah. Well, you generally, I don't know. Most people
Personally, I
use,
think that's a bit fast, isn't it?
yeah, it is. You'd probably just flood your car.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, people, but it gives you the scope to then slow it down or
Yeah, that's
different
right.
applications.
Yeah.
But yeah, both
Because
of them.
The high torque one, I mean, they've got so much speed now.
Yeah.
You'd use a high torque one.
But electric 8-scale
the
buggy,
steering.
you'd have no dramas putting that in.
for
26,
sure.
26 kilos.
Yep.
Because you've got good BEC that you can run up at 7.4 volts,
Yep.
5 amps. You can easily run these servos.
Well, most modern ESCs and receivers are going to run 7.4 anyway. So if you can chuck 7.4 and get the most out of it, you can.
That's right. That's right. But the best thing about these higher servos is, they're reliable, they're super neat, and they're very well priced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Made in Korea.
Yep.
Yep.
Made in Korea. So
Lovely.
the next step above that is the MKS. They don't, they go up towards $300.
Yeah, that's
It's a
full top
lot of
shelf.
money, which is full top shelf for
Yeah.
servo.
If you've got really big planes or really fast helis, the MKs are really good for that.
But these highest ones are good for anything else. Like
Yeah.
I said, from your Tamiya Frog, all the way up to your 8-scale Nitro Terra.
Yeah, absolutely.
Higher servos.
Nice.
Wow,
How good's that?
that is really, really
How's it
good.